Hey everyone, Frank Menard here from the Menard Team Coaching and Training, and we are powered by the Napoleon Hill Institute. Hey, today we're going to be talking about a subject that is really cool for you. It's called accurate thinking, the power to cut through the noise. It's a good follow-up to last week's video, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so in a world full of noise, opinions, misinformation, and emotional reactions, there's one principle that has never been more vital: accurate thinking. Napoleon Hill described accurate thinking as the ability to separate facts from fiction, truth from opinion, and important information from meaningless distractions. It's the mental discipline of thinking clearly, logically, and deliberately, even when emotions or outside pressure try to cloud your judgment. Hill said, accurate thinking is the foundation of all successful achievement. Why? Because success isn't just about action. It's about making the right decisions based on the right information for the right reasons. Accurate thinking requires that you do your own thinking, not borrow the conclusions of others. It means slowing down long enough to evaluate the source of your information, verify the facts, and ask, is this true? Is this useful? Does it align with my purpose? Unfortunately, many people today don't practice accurate thinking. They practice reactive thinking. They believe the first thing they hear, repost what's popular, and make decisions based on emotion instead of logic. But that mindset leads to confusion, wasted time, poor choices, and missed opportunities. Hill taught that accurate thinking is built on two fundamentals: separate facts from opinions, and separate important facts from the unimportant facts. You don't need to know everything. You just need to recognize what matters and what doesn't matter. When you can filter out the noise, you start to see clearly. You begin to make decisions with confidence, and you become someone who is trusted, not because you always speak the loudest, but because you speak with clarity and wisdom. Accurate thinking also helps protect you from manipulation. When you think clearly, you don't fall for the hype, gossip, or fear. You don't follow the crowd. You follow your conscience and your purpose. And perhaps most importantly, accurate thinking helps you to see yourself clearly. You're able to recognize both your strengths and your blind spots. You can accept feedback, learn from mistakes, and grow without an ego. That's the kind of thinking that builds leaders. A great real life example is Warren Buffett, the master of accurate thinking. When it comes to accurate thinking, few individuals in modern history embody this principle better than Warren Buffett, the legendary investor and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett has built one of the greatest investment empires in the world, not by reacting emotionally to market trends, but by thinking clearly, logically, and independently. While others panic, chase hype, or follow financial fads, Buffett stays anchored in the truth and long-term value. One of his most famous quotes is, "The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect." What he's talking about is accurate thinking. The ability to process information rationally, separate fact from opinion, and make decisions based on fundamentals, not emotion. Buffett spends the majority of his time not trading stocks, but reading and thinking. In fact, he's known to read 5 to 6 hours a day, studying financial reports, economic data, and business history. He doesn't rely on headlines or social media buzz. He digs into the source and verifies the facts for himself. This deliberate, disciplined approach allows him to spot opportunities that others miss and avoid risk that others fall into. For example, during the 2008 financial crisis, when fear and misinformation dominated the news, most investors were pulling money out of the markets. Buffett, using accurate thinking, evaluated the facts and invested billions into American businesses, including Goldman Sachs, because he understood the long-term fundamentals were still strong. Those investments paid off in a massive way over the next decade. Buffett also teaches his team and shareholders to think accurately. He famously avoids complicated jargon, preferring clear, straightforward communication, even in his annual letters, which are studied by investors around the world for their insight and rational thinking. What's the takeaway from Warren's story? Well, Warren Buffett's wealth wasn't built on impulse, guesswork, or opinion. It was built on disciplined, accurate thinking. He embodies exactly what Napoleon Hill taught. Accurate thinking is the ability to separate facts from fiction and use those facts effectively. In a world driven by reaction, Buffett's success provides that calm, clear, intentional thought is still one of the most powerful tools for achievement. Well, here's a call to action for this week. Here's your challenge. Slow down your thinking. Before you accept any idea, ask, is this fact or is just an opinion? Where's the evidence? Does the information move me closer to my definite purpose or distract me from it? Start thinking on purpose, not on autopilot. When you commit to accurate thinking, you will stand out in a world of noise. You'll make better decisions, you'll build stronger relationships, and you'll become the kind of leader who doesn't just react to life. You respond with clarity, logic, and purpose. Think wisely, decide intentionally, and rise above the noise. Of course, you know I've got a poem to go along with this principle, and it's called The Lens of Accurate Thinking. A thousand voices crowd the air. Both truth is found by those who care. Not every whisper should be heard. Not every claim deserves the word. Accurate thinking cuts the haze. It filters facts from fleeting praise. It weighs each thought, both false and true, and chooses wisely what to do. No hasty step, no blinded guess, but reasoned path that leads to success. From minds made sharp and judgment clear, turned doubt to fear, and goals appear. So guard your thoughts, refine the view. Let accurate thinking carry you. For those who seek and those who know, plants seeds of truth and watch them grow. Well, there you go. Hey, look, you want to join my inner circle? I invite you today to join my inner circle. I've been talking about this the last couple of videos. I decided not to send out emails. What I'm going to do is if you are interested in going deeper beyond the videos and connect with focused group of achievers who are applying Napoleon Hill's principles to create results, this is your chance. If you go to the link below, down in the remarks section, there will be a link to go to join my inner circle. It's absolutely free, and it's a great way for us to get to know each other better in our own little circle community inside of the Grow Rich community. So I invite you to come. Just hit the link below, and that will bring you to the place where you can put in your information and join. It's free. I'm not going to be sending you information to try to get you to buy anything. I'm just trying to create a good, solid community of positive thinkers where we can all help each other live our best lives ever. All right. Talk to you later, guys. Hope you join the link. I'll see you in my circle, and we'll talk soon. Have a great rest of your week. Bye now.